Hi, and welcome to this video about October's solar eclipse in Scorpio. This one's really going to be a doozy and can have some fabulous outcomes. We are the astrologers of Pandora Astrology. I'm Jamie Kale Miller. I'm in Berkeley, California.
I'm Julia Mijas in San Francisco, California.
And we're going to tell you what this eclipse will feel like, when it's happening, and best ways you can handle it. So this eclipse is actually it's built on a fairly simple moon. Eclipses are always built on moons. And this one is a solar eclipse, therefore built on a new moon. It falls in the sign of Scorpio, and you can see the sun and the moon here together in Scorpio in the same exact degree, and fairly close to the south node in Scorpio, which is what makes this an eclipse. And that is proximity of the sun and moon to the nodes of the moon. Now we also see Venus here with this moon. And so what that means is that Venus has just recently conjuncted the sun, like the day before this moon. And that is something we like to call Relationship Rapture Day. It's pretty awesome. And it is a time when Venus is moving forward at a good pace, and relationships can spark and begin or proceed generally at a good pace, in a good way, with a sense of alignment. And also there's a lovely trine over here to Juno, which has only recently gone direct. It's been retrograde since July, went direct on October 23rd, I want to say. And so that coming to a close is a really, really big deal, because we've been involved with a relationship retrospection during Juno retrograde, and that coming to a close yields a wonderful feeling of relief and a readiness for closure, and that funnels directly into this eclipse. So we're calling this one Confessions, Acceptance, and Healing because of all of the water and all of the themes of intimacy and relating that are going on during this eclipse. Julia, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, especially after those two big relationship events, Juno turning direct and Venus just having conjoined the sun. Venus is just right in that lunation too. So very strong theme of relationships and developing deeper intimacy, having more vulnerability. And I'll also throw in another element. This could also have a lot to do with money too. Scorpio is a sign, it naturally rules the 8th house of other people's money. So money you share with other people, that could be a partner, very well could be a partnership in this eclipse, as well as, for the single people out there, it could be shared resources like investments, loan, mortgages, could be very highlighted now, like you're starting a new cycle of activity in money, not just because of the Scorpio, but Venus is a money planet too.
Yes, absolutely. And coming as this does at the end of Juno retrograde, and having engaged in this months-long relationship retrospection period in Pisces, we've all been examining our relationships for what you might call soulmate status. In other words, does this person I'm in a relationship with feel like a soul connection? Does it have that kind of depth? Does it have the feeling of eternity in it? Does it align with my spiritual value system? And we made a video about this back in July, which anticipated Juno retrograde. You might check that on our YouTube channel in the July 2020 news playlist. But coming as it does here at the end of Juno retrograde, and with such a strong focus on intimacy, sharing, and that means financially, it also means physically, like sexually, and emotionally too, like being vulnerable with your partner. So this is, I think, the time for confessions. I would say do not make the confessions during the full moon in Aries earlier this month, because that could be messy, but this could be the time really when it all comes together in wonderful intimacy. So I would say, although Venus and Scorpio can cross personal boundaries too quickly, that is something to watch out for. Venus and Scorpio could initiate a new relationship by moving too fast and trying to leap right into the deep end of the relationship. So watch out for that. But if you're already in a relationship that has endured and potentially deepened through during Juno retrograde, then I'd say you've got the green light and you can get ready to move forward together.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Julia?
No, I think we're pretty good here.
Well, this moon is happening on October 25th. You can pretty much consider that moons have the strongest effect right in the few days surrounding them, although eclipses have a way of having a lingering effect. There is another eclipse coming in about 2 weeks, and so stay tuned for that one next month. And you can find this video on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology, in the October 2022 news videos playlist, and also on our monthly forecast at our website, pandoraastrology.com. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Goodbye.